Welcome to the Love Hub channel, where we discuss matters of the heart and give relationship advice to women. In today's episode, we are going to talk about how you can win your ex-boyfriend back. Ladies, I know that breakups are hard, and sometimes you just really wish that you were together again. Watch this video and see if our tips will help you out. Remember, the Love Hub is a judgment-free zone. We don't judge women here. We are your safe space. Now let's get to the topic. Tip 1. Give him space. This is incredibly important, especially after a breakup. It's not just him who needs space. You need it too. You need time to grieve. One of the biggest mistakes that women do is after a breakup, they immediately try to get their boyfriend back. They call, they text, they stalk him on social media, they show up at the house, and what they're doing is just driving him even more insane. The reason why the two of you broke up is because something went incredibly wrong, and you need space from each other. He needs time to think about things. He needs time to calm down. If you don't give him that time, if you just keep nagging him and pushing him, that's just going to cement his resentment for you. And once that happens, it's going to be more difficult to win him back. It's going to be more hard for you to change his mind, because what you're doing is you are showing him that his decision to leave you is actually the right choice. Tip 2. Cease all communication with him. We just spoke about personal space and how important that is, not just for him, but for the both of you. So when you are in this period after a breakup, you need to cease all communication. That means no calling him, no texting, no DMing on social media. Don't leave likes or comments on his photos on Instagram. Just take some time and reflect on what happened. Ladies, remember, breakups are tough. They are emotionally draining. When a man is emotionally and mentally drained, you cannot just keep poking him. You can't keep nagging him. Leave the man alone. Let him gather his thoughts and calm his emotions. When you give him this space to think about what he wants in the future, he might actually look back on all the happy memories that you've made and miss you. He might realize that I'm so lonely without her. I feel like I'm lost without her. I need her. But you need to allow him to get to that point. So you must cease all communication. Tip 3. Focus on your own interests. While you're laying low and allowing your man to gather his thoughts and deal with his own emotions, focus on the things that you love. Focus on your friends, your family, your hobbies. Maybe take up something that you've always wanted to do, but you just never had the courage to do so. This is the time for you to go on your own adventure. We know that the last thing you want to do after a breakup is go on an adventure. But trust me, you need this. The period right after your breakup is the most difficult part. It is so hard to handle it. So you need to keep yourself distracted, because otherwise you're going to end up thinking about him all day, and the next thing you know, you are reaching for your phone and calling him endlessly, and that is just not going to work. Tip 4. Resist the urge to beg. This is just, ladies, this is not how we should do things. I understand that you are hurt, you feel lost, you feel alone, you feel like your world is ending. Take it from someone who may be much older than you. Your world is not coming to an end. If he doesn't come back to you, guess what? You are going to find somebody else. And you may not feel that way right now, but it is true. So don't beg for him. Don't pick up the phone, call him, and beg for him to come back to you. That is just showing desperation, and that is not what you want to project to him. You want to show him that, honey, you are just fine. You are doing good. You are adjusting well. You've got your head together. You are not falling apart. Second, you show him even an ounce of desperation, that is just going to make him think that, oh, she can't live without me. And if she can't live without me, then I want her to suffer more. Because remember, he is also in pain. He is also hurting. And if you have just gone through the breakup, he probably doesn't feel too good about you. Your desperation is also going to feed into his ego. He is just going to think that he is the most amazing guy on the planet, and he's going to think that way because, again, he is hurting. He is going to grab onto anything that will make him feel good, and your desperation makes him feel good. Tip 5. Call him only if you need to. Now, I know we just spent the past few minutes talking about seize all communication, don't you ever pick up the phone, yada, yada, yada. But if you actually have to call him, for example, you share a dog together and the dog is sick and the dog is with you and you really need to get a hold of him to let him know, then absolutely pick up the phone and call him. But keep it businesslike. Don't start crying on the phone and unleashing all of your emotions on him. Keep it brief, keep it simple, let him know what you need, let him know what he needs to do, and then say goodbye. Please, for the love of God, if he responds in a negative way, don't take it personally. Again, he is hurting. So just be direct to the point, say what you need to say, and then hang up the phone. Tip 6. Don't keep having conversations with his family and friends. This may be hard, but when you're going through a breakup, you may have to pause your relationship with members of his family or his friends. It's just going to freak him out. So, take some space. Avoid communicating with anybody from his side. Tip 7. Don't send him birthday greetings. You're probably going to think, oh my God, I'm just going to text him like happy birthday and that's it. Don't do it. If he celebrates his birthday and the two of you are broken up, let him celebrate his birthday on his own. If you are feeling so down and miserable, girl, go out and have fun with your friends, but don't drunk text him or call him. Tip 8. Accept that there may be no closure. If he really has decided that he is not getting back with you, accept that maybe he is not going to give you the closure that you need. So you need to move on with your life. Don't look back. And I know this is so hard and so difficult and heartbreaking, but you are going to survive this. You are going to make it to the other side. Ladies, breakups are difficult, but trust me, you are going to be okay. You're going to realize someday that this breakup was actually good for you. Now, if he comes back to you, that's because you two are meant to be. So give fate a chance. Until next time.